I've hauled some strange loads in 40 years of driving. Missiles, tanks, old locomotives, even a fighter plane once. But there was one load I hauled that I still don't like talking about after dark. She was an OB-17 exhibit painted olive drab, 4 engines hanging silent on her wings, and 3 numbers painted big upon her tail. 666. The old curator handed me the paperwork and said, "Driver, take good care of her. A long time ago, she brought some brave boys home." I laughed and said, "Mister, tonight she's riding with me." He looked at me kind of funny. "No," he said, "tonight, driver, you're riding with them." I chained that fortress to the trailer, checked each binder twice, pulled out beneath a blood-red sunset into a dark Pacific night. That old bomber never moved an inch, but Lord, she felt alive, like 40 tons of memories were riding there behind. Roll on, old 666, through the darkness and the rain. You carried boys through fire once, now I'll carry you again. They shot your wings and tore your skin, still you brought your crew back home. Roll on, old 666, tonight you don't fly alone. Around midnight I was rolling through the mountains. No traffic, no moon, just diesel smoke, white lines, and that old fortress in my mirrors. Then my CB cracked, static at first, then a voice, weak, like it was coming from 1,000 miles away. "Pilot to crew, fighters at 12 o'clock. I grabbed the microphone. "Breaker, who's out there?" Then another voice shouted, "Hold your fire till they're close." And suddenly, I heard machine guns not outside my truck, inside my radio. The voices called out positions, like a battle long ago. I heard somebody yell, "Keep her steady," as another cried their low. Then through the static came a voice, painful, tired but strong. "Finish up the map and run. We've come too doggone far." Roll on, old 666, through the darkness and the rain. You carried boys through fire once, now I'll carry you again. They shot your wings and tore your skin, still you brought your crew back home. Roll on, old 666, tonight you don't fly alone. I pulled into an old truck stop about 2 in the morning. My hands were shaking. An old veteran sat alone at the counter wearing a faded Army Air Forces cap. He looked through the window at my load. Then he slowly stood up. "Driver." "Yes, sir?" "You know what you've got out there?" "Old 666. He nodded. "June 16, 1943, Buka. They saw enemy fighters taking off, but they finished the mission anyway." He told me about Captain Jay Zemer, wounded in his arms and legs, still fighting to keep that fortress flying. Then he told me about Joseph Sarnowski, mortally wounded, who crawled back to his guns because enemy fighters were still coming. The old veteran stared into his coffee. "Some men," he said, "don't quit because they ain't afraid. They keep going because somebody beside them is counting on them." I walked back toward my Peterbilt and stopped beneath the light. looked up at that battered fortress, resting silent in the night. For the first time, she weren't cargo, she weren't steel beneath my chains. She was 9 men fighting for each other through blood and fire and pain. I eased her back onto the highway, kept that diesel pulling slow, and somewhere past the county line, my CB began to glow. One final voice came through the speaker, quiet as a prayer. Good job, boys, we're almost home now. Then there was nothing there. Roll on, old 666, your final fight is through. You crossed the sky through hell and fire and brought your brothers through. They shot your wings and tore your skin, but they couldn't break your soul. Roll on, oh 666, just a few more miles to go. I reached that museum just after sunrise. The curator was waiting. When I climbed down, he looked at me and asked, "Good trip?" I stared at that old B-17 a while. Then I said, "Mister, you were right. I wasn't hauling her, she was hauling me." He smiled. And as they started unchaining that old fortress, I noticed something lying on the floor of my cab. A little brass set of wings. I'd never seen them before. On the back, somebody had scratched 3 numbers. 666. I still carry those wings today, and whenever I'm running alone at night, and some young driver complains about a harder road, I think about a crippled B-17 coming home across 600 miles of hostile sky, with wounded men at the controls, a dying gunner still at his post, and a crew that simply refused to quit. So if you ever hear an old trucker say, "Keep her steady, boys, we're almost home," maybe he ain't talking about the truck at all. Maybe somewhere above that white line, old 666 is still flying.